The Lost Vikings. If you've never played this, you should. It's made by Blizzard, actually. Um, it's a PC game also. That's when I played it. That's what I played it on when I was a kid. Some friend of mine had it on their computer. Um, it's a platforming puzzle game. You got to figure out how to get through it with these three guys. Each guy does something different. The fat guy has a shield that can block bad guys' attacks. The red guy runs hella fast and jumps. He's the only one that can jump. And the yellow skinny guy fights. He has a sword and a bow and arrow, and you can kill enemies with it. So if there's enemies in your way, you got to kill them with the other guy. If there's something shooting you in the way, the only way the other two guys can get through it is if the fat guy's standing there with his shield. If there's a key up high, you got to choose the one that can jump, and you have to switch them all on the fly. It's a puzzle to figure out. Each level's a huge puzzle to figure out. How do you do it? You switch through these three different characters that do all these different things, and that's the only way to get through it all. It's fun to figure out. It's one of the best games I like. On Sega. It's on Super Nintendo also. Columns, puzzle game, don't play it. Jam It! One-on-one street basketball at its best. Awesome hip-hop. It's, I don't know, it's like a street basketball game. It kind of mimics, like, inner city, like, badasses, like, playing basketball for money or whatever. It's one-on-one. It's got a cool, like, dunk cam. When you go to dunk, the camera angle switches and it goes to, like, this awesome when you're slamming and the other guy jumps in the air and he can try to spot as the guy's trying to dunk and they kind of converge. And I don't know. I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's an awesome game. One-on-one basketball. Jam it. NBA Jam. Everyone knows this. Everyone played it when they were kids. NBA Action 94, non-EA Sports basketball game that I have. I think this is way superior than the EA Sports one. It had a cool isometric view, and it switched when you went side to side. I didn't have it when I was a kid. I got it in a game lot with my Nomad when I bought it. Virtual Fighter 2. It's a shitty 2D version of Virtual Fighter. It's not very good on the Genesis. It's a totally different game. Mortal Kombat 2, the sequel to Mortal Kombat 1. The only Mortal Kombat I've played really in depth is Mortal Kombat 1. I played that really in depth, and after that, I played Mortal Kombat 2 pretty decently, but still don't know it that well. I don't know any of the babyalities or friendships. But it's it's Mortal Kombat 2, same as Mortal Kombat 1, more people, better graphics and stuff. Tournament Champions, another fighting game. I think it was a Sega exclusive. It's alright. Primal Rage was much better in the arcades. The port to Sega isn't that good, but you fight. It's a fighting game with dinosaurs and weird monsters and stuff. Battletoads and Double Dragon, totally weird merger that happened. You guys probably heard of it. I think this game's on regular Nintendo also and Super Nintendo. It's a side-scrolling, or it's a beat 'em up with Battletoads and Double Dragon characters, bad guys and good guys from both games. Totally weird. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. If you don't know this game, you should. It's hilarious, kind of over-the-top view game where there's zombies everywhere and you gotta save the people, and you have weird weapons like a squirt gun, and you kill them all with it. I think you throw a soda can. It's like a grenade. It's really fun. Kids running around killing zombies. The Punisher. This game's awesome. It was an arcade beat 'em up. This was the port to the Sega Genesis. Not as good as the arcade. Less animations and stuff. But still, one of the best games. Marvel, of course. So it gets extra points for me. You play as Punisher, Frank Castle, or Nick Fury if you play 2-player, who is becomes the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if he is in this game. He doesn't seem to be. Just seems to be like this awesome soldier guy who works with Punisher. And you go and you punch everyone in the face. It's a beat 'em up. Sometimes there's certain sections, certain levels where they rip out a gun and you just shoot everyone in the face. Spider-Man and X-Men. Kind of a wet dream for me. Spider-Man and X-Men. It's like I'm a Marvel fanatic, and that's both my favorite guys, and together. It's an okay game too. Like I like it a lot. It's pretty hard. Gambit's level sucks ass. Um, each X-Men has like their own level. There's Wolverine, there's Spider-Man, Storm, and Gambit you can play as. I think that's it. And then Spider-Man has his own levels also. X-Men 1 on Sega. It's a classic X-Men game. It's awesome. If you haven't played it, you should. Graphics are old. It's like an early Sega game. Cover art's awesome. You can play as Wolverine, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and I don't know. I think someone else. It's been a while since I played this game. But you can also call on other X-Men. You can call them Storm or Iceman, and they'll kind of fly by and just shoot bad guys for you. And you can call them like certain times at every level. If you fall off the screen, Jean Grey kind of shows up and floats you back in the air. It's an awesome game. Tons of bad guys from the X-Men universe. Sabretooth's in it. Deathbird. Lots of people. It's awesome. X-Men 2 Clone Wars. Way better. Probably my favorite Sega game. Game I played the most when I was a kid. I used to play it all the time. I used to play it just as a kid, just because I loved X-Men so much, and I could make up my own stories. Like, I'd be Wolverine, I'd be narrating it. I'd be like, "Hey, bub, blah blah blah, beat the shit out of you. No, I'm gonna climb this wall because I'm awesome. I'm gonna stick my claws on the wall and climb it." Everyone you can play as awesome. They all play differently. You can play as Gambit, Nightcrawler, Beast, Psylocke, Wolverine, Cyclops, and eventually Magneto. Clones are taking over the world. There's a lot of cool X-Men storyline involving the Phalanx. If you don't know anything about it, I'm not going to explain it. Anyways, it's cloning a lot of the mutants, and you're like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then you go to Asteroid M to try to tell Magneto about all this. And then he eventually is like, "Oh, you're right. This is fucking shit's hitting the fan. I'm gonna help you guys out." So it's one of those uneasy alliances that Magneto has with the X-Men all the time, and it's awesome because it happens in this game, and he plays Magneto. Vector Man, platformer shooter, Earthworm Jim style. It's an awesome game, awesome graphics. If you don't know what it is and you own a Sega Genesis, you probably already know. But it's awesome. Death and Return of Superman, one of my favorite games also. It's side-scrolling beat 'em up with Superman. Made by Blizzard. World of Warcraft. Way back in the day. It's real good beat 'em up, man. And it's Superman style. You can fly whenever you want on screen. There's flying levels that kind of play, like R-Type style. And I don't know, it's really good. Rented it a lot from the place when I was a kid, and I beat it all the time. Like it's kind of hard, but it's a game that I easily beat all the time. Maybe I'll do a Let's Play of it. I don't know, really good beat 'em up. The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I love this game.